Hey, hey, my beautiful people. Today I wanted to jump on and just do an ode to my sisters. I want you to know that we as women are like, and especially black women, I don't have anything against my counterparts, but I wanted my sisters, my sistars, to know just how amazing and wonderful you really are. You have given birth to nations. Our ancestry says that we are strong. We come from a lineage of strong, amazing, and wonderful people. Like our mothers were strong, our aunties were strong. We come from a place where, honestly and truly, people have not given us credit for. We've endured some things, we've suffered some things, and still at the same time we rise. Um, we haven't always been loved correctly, but we still have compassion for our families and our friends. We haven't always had everything that we needed and wanted in life, and yet still we rise. We really do rise. And I just wanted to jump on and tell you just how beautiful and wonderful and intelligent you are as a sister. You have really gone through the fire. You have suffered a lot of things, and yet you still stand. No matter what has come your way, it did not break you. And I wanted to just celebrate you today. Today is National Women's Day, and I wanted to celebrate you because you've endured, because you are running the race that you're supposed to run. And it doesn't really matter what other people think or say. We are some of the dopest people on the planet, bar none. And at the same time, we've been disrespected, we've been let down, we've had our hearts broken. Some of us have never ever been loved. We've never felt loved. We didn't even know who we were, but we continued to press on. We are generous and resilient. And somehow, some kind of way, we found our confidence to continue to move onward and upward in our lives. No matter what people have tried to do to us, we have been there for one another in sicknesses and in death of our friends and parents and loved ones. We've cooked food. We've been there by somebody's bedside while they were in the hospital. We've been loving and we've been kind. If we've always done the very best that we could. There was this meme going around about women not loving. Hey, Sister Martha, I love you. I love you. I love you. Um, there was this meme going around about black women and how black women can't seem to get it together and keep it together, that we fight all the time and we don't know how to love on one another. But I don't have that type of relationship with any of my friends. I have like the dopest friends on the planet, people who genuinely love me, who have been there for me. And I can't even begin to name names because that would take all day. The people who have made a difference in my life, like you, Sister Martha, I watch you. I promise you I do. I watched your grace and the way that you do things. I've seen how you were inside and outside of church. And as a little bit of a younger woman, I watched you and you were teaching me without even knowing that you were teaching me, right? I've watched my sisters, I watched my mothers, and I watched my aunties. I watched them all go through so many different things, and I've seen my sisters here on Facebook deal with sickness. within their own bodies, and yet they are still raising their children, and they're still being kind, and they're still praising God, and they're still being merciful and compassionate towards others in spite of what they're going through, of what they've been through. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen loyalty amongst my friends that I've never really experienced disloyalty from friends, right? I've never really truly experienced betrayal, right? And yet I know a lot of you have. And and you still kept pressing on, and you still kept your head high, and in spite of being betrayed by other sisters and sometimes men, you still raised your children. You went to work and you fed them. Just thinking back about my mom and not her not always having it to take care of all of us, right? I think about like black eyed peas and rice and how my mother would make chicken backs, right? Or she would make some collard greens and put the little smoke turkey or pork or whatever she put in there, right? She made us a meal. She came through. And those are the shoulders that I stand on, and those are the shoulders that you stand on. And you are resilient too, and you're blessed. And the lessons that you've learned and the tears that you've cried when you held your girlfriend's hand when she was going through something and there were no words. You sat with her when she was feeling low. Yeah, I'm celebrating y'all today because I don't think that we give ourselves or give each other enough credit, but I see you. I see your strength and your bravery. In fact, you are courageous because through it all, you've had the courage to move up, onward, and upward. A lot of us walk around here feeling like we are not enough and we are not worthy, but we are. We are more than enough. Understand who you are and the lineage and the heritage that you come from. In spite of all of that, and women dealing with molestation and rape and being beat, but you're here. You're here. You've educated yourselves. You've stood strong with tears in your eyes. And you're here. You've overcome things that you didn't even know you had the strength to overcome. You're here. And I celebrate you today because I know it hasn't always been easy to raise your children, sometimes alone, and sometimes with a partner without them showing you love and kindness. I know that it's been difficult for us. Learning yourself and learning who you are as a woman, it's been very difficult. The mistakes that we've made and the unforgiveness that we sometimes have for ourselves. And sometimes nobody else got to kick us because we'll kick ourselves. But then one day you wake up and you realize just how beautiful, just how brave, just how intelligent, just how amazing you are. And you sit up straight and you have confidence and you begin to believe that you are so much more than what they tried to make you out to be. Today, I celebrate you. I celebrate all of my sisters who fixed my crown because I didn't know my worth and my value. I celebrate all of my sisters who were there for me when my mom passed away, who understood my rhetoric and they never turned their back on me. I'm going back years, but even when I say I was crazy because I was out of control when I was younger, and they loved me Through all of my pain, I've seen you. And that's who you all have become to me. You are a bright light. You are brilliant. You are kind. You are loving. And I don't know if anybody has ever told you just how amazing you really are. And if I had a word of encouragement for you today outside of that, it would be to keep going. Continue to get your education. Continue to do the things, all the things that your heart desires. Continue to pray. Continue to serve the Lord. Continue to be who God told you to be. And don't be moved because nobody didn't love you, because nobody had that capacity. Sometimes the only one that we can look to is God and our mothers. But you continue to stay strong and just know that you're beautiful inside and out. That's an ode to my sisters. I love y'all. And as you're catching this on the replay, hashtag replay, y'all be blessed. I'll be back on tonight to go live.